Task 2.5, ensure appropriate asset retention. This particular task is pretty straightforward, no subtask, but don't let it fool you. It's packed with crucial information for the exam. So as we explore, remember the concepts we'll discuss here are interconnected with other areas. And don't hesitate to use the AI prompt at the end to get a little deeper. Let's move. Alright, so let's dig in. Ensure appropriate asset retention. It's all about managing your assets throughout their life cycle with a spotlight on the end of life, EOL, and end of support, EOS. So let's define these terms. EOL. This is when the manufacturer stops producing or selling an asset. It's like if they discontinue your favorite cereal. You can't buy it at the store, but you might still have some in the pantry. End of support is when the manufacturer says, you're on your own, pal. No more updates, no patches, no official support. So why does the exam care about this? Well, outdated assets open doors for attackers, and here's what you need to know. You need to track and document meticulous records of EOL and EOS dates for all your assets. 2. Risk mitigation. Using assets past their EOLs or EOS is like driving with old bald tires. You're asking for trouble. 3. Replacement and disposal strategy. Don't wait until your assets are gasping their last breath. Plan ahead for replacements and upgrades. And when it's time to say goodbye, make sure you have those secure procedures for decommissioning and disposal. And a holistic approach. Asset retention isn't an isolated task. It's part of your overall security strategy. Think about how it connects to your incident response plans. Compliance considerations. Some regulations have specific requirements about how long you must retain certain types of data or systems. Make sure your asset retention policies align with these requirements. Now here's a CISSP exam tip. They love scenario-based questions. So imagine you're advising a company using software that's reaching EOS. What risks would you highlight? How would you prioritize the replacement? What interim security measures might you recommend? Remember, in the real world and on the exam, there's rarely a one-size-fits-all answer. It's about balancing security, operational needs, and resources. As we wrap up, think of how this task connects to other areas we discussed. Asset retention touches on risk management, vendor relationships, data protection, and incident response. The exam wants you to see these connections and see things in a holistic manner. Alright, exam takers, let's summarize our key takeaways. Understanding EOL and EOS, end of life means an asset is no longer produced or sold. End of support marks when the manufacturer stops providing updates and support. Remember, the exam wants you to know the differences and why it matters. 2. Risk and replacement planning. Track those EOLs and EOS dates religiously. Plan for timely replacements and upgrades. Mitigate risks associated with using assets past their prime. The exam might throw scenarios at you about managing these risks, so think about it critically. And 3. Secure disposal. Implement robust procedures for decommissioning and disposing of outdated assets. It isn't just about freeing up space. It's about protecting data and maintaining compliance. Remember, asset retention isn't an isolated concept. It's interconnected with risk management, compliance, data protection, and incident response. The CISSP exam loves to test your ability to see these connections, so think holistically about security. As we ramp up, remember, as we cover the essentials, there's always more to explore. Or if I just didn't go deep enough. So that's what the next prompt's for. Alright, test your knowledge. Hopefully you're getting much better at these prompts. You're getting, now I go right to 5. I go deep dive on whatever. Have fun with it.